Inland Sports.
And now joining us here on the Inland Sports Show from Rome, Italy, the Trevi Fountain. It is a man of many cultures. The great Geoff Gorham wearing some sort of a tie. And what's that on your head? Is that a hat or not a hat?
Hey, we'll explain to that in a minute here. I'll tell you why I'm here in Rome, Italy. You know, it's my place away from home. When I leave the confines of the stately Gorham Manor, I often come here to Italy. And I heard that you were just recently behind me at the Trevi Fountain with your family.
I was at the Trevi Fountain. I was, in fact, where the vantage point that you're looking at is exactly where I was standing. I didn't get too close because, to be honest, I was sick that day. I was not feeling well. But I like a good trooper, I went out there with the rest of the family. I just stood off to the side and I was like, okay, that looks cool. Go get your selfies.
Okay, here's the deal. Here's the real truth. And you guys can call BS on it. I am in Rome, and right there, do you see that? Wait, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, that little window is where the stately Gorham Manor is in Rome when we come here.
Your vacation home.
That is our vacation home. I have pictures to prove it from the bedroom. I am somewhat half nude because, I am a model here. That's why I came over to Rome.
Wait, but seriously, we have a mutual friend that has a home in Italy. Is it right there or no?
No, we don't talk about that. That is far into Tuscany. This is Rome. This is where I dabble in the arts. I told you.
I know you dabble.
I dabble in the arts, not like Harry Potter, but I am a fine artiste and painter. And every summer, most of the summers, I come out here to Italy. I go with our mutual friend who lives, is yet to be named, a former a fan and friend of the show. So I rent this little nook right there. No joke. No, that nook I rent, but when I come to Rome. And so I paint. I wear the hat because, I'm a Renaissance man.
You sit in the little cafe with the little cups of coffee.
Oh, yes. But, I only like the cups of coffee, when you have it with ice cream. Do you know what that is called?
Oh, yeah. It's avocado?
Avocado, my friend. Avocado. You go and you have it. It's the best thing in the world. Pour some rich cup of coffee onto some gelato.
Those are my two favorite things: ice cream and coffee.
Oh, but and then I just paint away all day. I'm going to Florence a little bit later on in the week, and I will paint there. You know what's there, don't you?
Florence? I went to Florence. What's in Florence? I can't even remember.
The Boboli Gardens, Pep. I can paint my essence of trees and foliage. I go to Florence to paint there, and then I go to pay respects to what? The greatest statue?
The Leaning Tower.
No, that's in Pisa, you dummy.
Pompeii.
No! The great statue of David.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
No,
we didn't see David.
Then you missed out. Hold on. I need some of my Waterloo. I brought it over from the States. It's a great tonic water.
Oh, look at that. It's imported, isn't it?
Only the finest. Only the finest. Okay.
You know what's funny though is it wasn't Italy. It was actually Spain. There was like free water fountains, and in the water fountain you could get regular tap water or sparkling water. Like apparently everybody in Europe loves sparkling water, so you could just take your Stanley mug and go right up into this little kiosk thing, and you can get free sparkling water. There were, guys like loading up bottles and bottles of sparkling water. It's free.
Okay, when you were in my hometown of Rome,
yes,
did you have plain water? Did you have tap water, or did you go bubbly?
I had a little of both, to be honest.
The bread here sucks, by the way. Absolutely sucks. There's no salt or butter really in their bread. But if you go to northern Italy, there by Pisa, as you said, or Venice,
yes,
Venice, great bread. Or there are other places. But we have to talk sports. I'm sorry, but you went on a worldwide tour. How was it?
It was good, Geoff. I went to Paris, Barcelona. We did a cruise. We did Italy. But I'll say after all of it, man, it is good to be back home, man. I miss the USA. I miss the Inland Empire. It was cool to see all those, those tourist traps, right? The Eiffel Tower, Leaning Tower of Pisa, La Sagrada de Familia in Barcelona, and all. It was cool. The Vatican. We went to the Vatican. Like, it was cool, but it's good to be home.
Did you say hi to the Pope?
Okay, real quick story. So it was my nephew's birthday, and he wanted McDonald's, and there was a McDonald's located about a football field away from the Vatican. So me and my wife and kids got to McDonald's early to order and get seats for everyone, and the rest of our family was still making their way over, and they were passing the Vatican, and the Pope was making a public appearance. So they saw the Pope, and we didn't because I was eating a Big Mac at McDonald's. So
did you try the deep fried olives in at the McDonald's?
No.
What is wrong with you, my friend? You were a pompous tourist
I'm American. Give me my Big Mac. Where's my French fries? Where's my Coke?
Okay, here's one other thing. I heard that you were bumped by the Vice President of the United States of America. Is that true?
That's also true. So like 6 months ago, I have a friend who organized a bunch of couples, a bunch of families to go to.
Me?
What's
Did
that?
you invite me?
He didn't invite you. I should have told him to invite you. He didn't invite you.
Whatever.
So this guy got 6 couples together, and my wife and I were one of them. And this was like 6 months ago, and we booked July 12th to go to 21 Royal at Disneyland, which is like a bucket list thing for my wife. It's very expensive. Like, we'll do it once, and that'll be it. And we found out a couple days ago we found out a couple weeks ago that we were bumped. They're like, listen, you can't have 21 Royal that night. We have a very special VIP. We'll bump you to a different day. We'll give you a big discount. You got to go to a different day, though. So we're like, okay, but we're like, I wonder who it could have been. It's someone pretty important. Like, what celebrity would have been? And then we found out at the end of last week, literally just like a day or two before our scheduled day of July 12th, and it was, Vice President J.D. Vance and his family were using 21 Royal.
Wow, you better tell him, make Disneyland great again.
Make Disney great again.
He bumped you. You got bumped by the Vice President.
I got bumped by the VP, man. I wish we would have shared it with him. We could have stayed in there. We could all broke bread together, but I guess that's not going to fly with Secret Service.
No, they didn't know how to even look at you. They're like, who's that guy?
Yeah, he's a little sus, as the kids would say.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you what, though. Pep, what's been going on? I know we haven't talked sports at all, but football is coming back. I know there's a big announcement that I think we're back on Riverside TV.
Yeah, well, let's jump right into that, because when you're not dabbling in the arts, you're dabbling with local football. Let's start with RCC, because we will have RCC back on Riverside TV, and I guess you'd call it the worst kept secret around. We all assumed that Kevin Kraft, the son of Tom Kraft, would be the head coach of RCC. It took months and months. I'm not sure exactly why it took so long, but he is officially the head coach of the Tigers. And Geoff, does that make sense to me? Does it make sense to you to have him take over for his dad?
Of course. Tom Kraft, he's an older gentleman, right? He's older. So Kevin Kraft last year was using his father as a animatronic figure. It was like, I'll be honest. Kevin Kraft has done and served his duties overseas, coaching, playing, learning under his father, playing at UCLA, San Diego State. I mean, all of these great situations, and it's, you can say, oh, it's nepotism. Nepotism, my butt. He's a great offensive coach, deserved, and why not give it to your son if you trust? He's won you 2 national championships, a couple state championships. Give trust. You still have coach right there on the sidelines as his coach. And what, quarterbacks coach?
Yeah. So Tom Kraft will stay on as the, what do they call it? Associate head coach and quarterbacks coach. Kevin will still run the offense like he did last year. And last year for the Tigers, offensively, it was the best, or one of the best seasons they ever had in terms of scoring points and touchdowns. So he obviously did a very good job. So that first game of the year, August 30th against Long Beach City, dude, that is right around the corner now.
And remember, Long Beach City has had to get rid of their coach. He resigned just within the last couple weeks. So now you have a brand new head coach at Long Beach City and a 6 p.m. game at Wheelock Stadium to start the season. Oh my, it should be fun. But hey, remember, this just took place like last week or a couple weeks ago. Everybody else has been recruiting for a long time.
Yeah.
How is RCC going to respond to this first year without a head coach, especially in limbo?
Yeah, we'll see. But Kevin Kraft seems to be like the right guy to take over. And it's cool that Tom Kraft will still be on the sidelines, with RCC. But I do, Geoff, before we go, I do want to talk some high school football as well. I had to go back and kind of refresh my memory about high school football last year, at least in the city of Riverside, in our Friday night pep rally show. We do all the highlights and scores. But in terms of playoffs, we're talking playoffs. I think King was the only Riverside team to win a playoff game, even get out of the first round. Like, we've had some really good Riverside schools the last couple of years, but last year King was the only one to even get out of the first round. Who's going to make a run this year?
Well, first of all, Keith Adams won it, baby. And he is
11-man football, I should say.
Yes, but he's coming back.
I heard.
Keith Adams is coming back as the head football coach at CSDR and athletic director. There you go. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, who's going to, in terms of 11-man, we know CSDR is going to be good.
Here's
They're always good.
McMains has himself a juggernaut this year. I talked to a lot of coaches. I was on the summer campus of Hillcrest, and I hung out with Travis Carter. They played some 7-on-7. I was doing my stuff. He thinks that King is going to be really good.
Oh.
He thinks that Ram High is going to be maybe even better. And, of course, you have Norte Vista, who's always going to be damn good.
Ramona has had like a string of at least 3 quarterbacks in a row that have been like all CIF. Like, they've been unbelievable. Yes. So I don't know this for sure as we do this on Wednesday night, but I think I'm going to go see Ram High play Redlands in 7-on-7 on Thursday night because I want to see what Coach Mush has up his sleeve.
Well, if I was there in the States, I'd say that was fun, but it's 7-on-7. I hope you have a great time in the heat, Pep. I'll be hanging out in Sardinia somewhere.
You'll be watching Juventus take on AC Milan or something in soccer.
No, I'm watching Friends in Italian. I'm not watching that crap. I'm learning Italian, bro. Ciao. I'm learning my stuff. I'm not watching any Juventus. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. Geoff, a couple quick sports notes from my vacation real quick, because you and I really haven't talked since I got back. No. So just a couple random things. So we were in Paris when the French Open was going on, so it was crazy. And then we got to Barcelona, and dude, we could not find a taxi. It was nuts. And one of the taxi drivers was like, "Well, you're here on the same weekend as F1. Formula One has their big Barcelona race." And we're like, "Oh my gosh!" So we left Barcelona. So it was funny. We had these big, events with all these people coming into the city that normally would not be there.
Dude, you could have saw Ethan Hamilton.
Who's that?
Bro.
Wait, Lewis Hamilton?
Lewis Hamilton, Ethan
Max
Hamilton.
Verstappen?
Or Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
Yes, you could have been there. Have you seen the movie? Have you seen Brad Pitt?
No, I haven't seen that movie, F1.
Oh, okay, before we go, Brad Pitt was great in F1. The best. And if anybody says anything otherwise, they're stupid. Remember, I say that all the time. If you say I'm wrong, Superman is a top 10 movie of all time, and it's the best Superman movie ever made.
Geoff, everyone I've talked to, besides you, have said it's terrible. Don't waste my money.
Well, then, who are they? They're pretty stupid.
You name anybody.
You're they the only. Don't know.
Maybe it's different in Italy where you saw it. Maybe it's a different edit.
I call BS, and I'm going to say one more thing about this. Superman is meant to be good, positive, helpful, never kill, and always choose the right way to live. Correct?
Correct.
When you open a comic book as a young boy, you see the beautiful colors of the comics. Do you not?
Yeah, of course.
The blue skies. Have we not seen darkness for far too long with Batman and Superman? Everything dark and gloomy.
Yeah, dark. The Dark Knight. Batman's real dark.
Okay, you can't go outside and see Superman flying in beautiful blue sky, fighting kaijus with a dog. His dog, Crypto, is the greatest thing in the world.
Without going into spoilers, I've been told Superman gets his butt kicked all throughout the movie and needs help from all these different people. Is that true?
Well, if you know the story, Pep.
I don't know the story.
Do you know who kicks? Okay, do you know who kicks his butt?
I have no idea.
Okay, this is the deal. The guy who kicks his butt has. Should I spoil it?
Kryptonite.
No, you dummy! Watch the movie. Stop! Hey, Pat, you and I love movies. We go to all, and we have the same interests. It is a movie of goodness. There's no hatred. There's no wokeness. There's nothing. It is like opening a comic book and reading it and watching it with my friend Pep Fernandez.
I was actually excited to see it, and then I heard all these people bashing it, and I'm like, oh, man. I wanted to see it, but they're saying it's terrible that he gets his butt kicked.
Because they're stupid. They're stupid. Watch.
Superman doesn't get his butt kicked. He does the butt kicking.
Hey, now here's the deal. I'm going to look. Let me see. Hold on. Where's my phone? Hold on.
What do they call him in Italy? What do they call Superman in Italy, where you're
Superman. At? Superman. Okay, wait. Watch. Okay. Hold on. You have your phone. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
Got
there
my phone right here. Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
That's the plot twist.
Yes.
Oh. Well, how does he have that?
Superman get his butt kicked? Okay. If you read the comic books, have you ever heard of Bizarro? You're a Seinfeld fan.
I've heard of Bizarro World from Seinfeld. Yeah.
Okay. Well, where do you think they got that from, Pep?
From Superman?
Oh my God! Yes, yes, Pep Fernandez.
I had no idea. I'm learning today.
Okay, when you see the movie, and then I want you to tell everybody they're stupid, even if you're
you're all stupid,
blunt as I am, but they're stupid. If they don't like Superman, they're stupid. Hey, UCR has a new basketball coach. CBU has a reloaded weaponry. Their men's team is playing at BYU, and guess who transferred to BYU?
I don't know. Tell me.
I don't know. The guy who was their best player at the end of the year last year, Tylen Riley.
Oh, Tylen Riley's at BYU?
Is at BYU, so we're gonna have BYU CBU.
I'm hearing BYU might be like ranked in the top 10 in the nation when CBU plays
in the country next year. Tylen Riley versus Rick Croy and CBU. They're playing at Utah as well. Pep, I'm doing my job out here. I'm doing it.
Geoff, hold it down in Italy. Ciao, brother, as they would say. That's what you guys say in Italy is ciao.
Hey, remember, Coach's Perspective will be coming back because it's the only damn thing that wins anything over at Riverside TV.
It's the only thing.
The only thing, gosh darn it. But you and I, Pep, will be back together on Friday nights. And that other guy, you know, that Gizzle?
Oh, yeah, I know Giz.
Oh, he's over. You know where he is right now?
Northridge.
No, he's in Pakistan right now. That's why we flew over together. You know, as he wanted to visit his homeland. I visited my homeland.
You guys are around the world.
We're around the world. And so we're coming back together. And we're going to host 10 Riverside TV games of the week, plus 5 RCC games.
It's awesome. We're excited to bring football back to Riverside TV. Hopefully it's going to be a big year. That is Geoff Gorham. Geoff, always appreciate the time. Ciao, brother. Enjoy the pizza.
Ciao, bello. Hey, babino. Good night.
Inland Sports.